What's up guys, it's Lather Legends here, doing a video with the Razor Company on YouTube. Excited to jump into this one and talk to you guys for a bit. Let's go. All right, for tonight's shave, we're gonna shave the dome because, you know, there's something there. But new soap to me that I got from the Razor Company. Bought this on their website. You can check this one out. You know, I'm a big fan of Catie's Bubbles and that premium shave soap base. Whew, so good. This one's called Reflection, okay? So this one, it kind of caught me off guard, the scent. So you get like lime, but it's not like a zesty, citrusy, sweet, fruity lime. It's just lime. But there's almost like this little like bay leaf in there. It's like subtle, almost like a, I mean, this maybe sounds negative, but I mean it in a positive way, like a little dustiness. But it's bright, but not bright. And then in the base, there's this weird thing that you're like, I don't know what this is. And when you read the scent notes, they have raisin in the bottom, which is kind of unique and different, but I really like this. It's like unique enough that it keeps you thinking about the scent. So that's what we're using today. Got that loaded up in my Captain's Choice bowl. I think there's a couple different versions, but the weighted one, like heavy. And of course, I'm always rocking my Bison and NA4. Brush today, we're using a brush that I got from Spot Prints, and I can't remember what he calls this, Inkheart or something in that color, but got a, I think an N3C knot or NC3, I don't know all these names. That, and then also going with the Zingari aftershave balm, the Sago. So I'll get that going in the bowl here, get that lathered up. Hope you guys are all doing good. We are into the meat of summer for sure. I'm out in the Rocky Mountain areas, but it's been plenty hot. We've had like a week straight where we were pushing 100 degrees. That's brutal. All right, we got that loaded up in the brush, set that aside. Of course, the bougie sprayer. And I have become like a cube, what do they call cube fans? Like cube weirdos? Whatever. I've just noticed like it just helps with the razor glide and fill, and you know, I'm all about making it feel as good as we can, so that's gonna do for me. I just kind of put a layer on like that and then a little water, and then we'll start building our lather up here. So I've got a funny story I'll share with you guys. So my family, we are quite the, at least we think we are, the group of jokesters. So if you guys watch on, you know, YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, anything, there's been these little videos going around of like somebody calling their close friend or a buddy or maybe even like a relative at night, like as they're going to bed, you know, on a night where they wouldn't be up late, and call and say, oh, hey man, how's it going, you know, and then just tell them like, oh, I just wanted to call and tell you goodnight. And the friend's usually like, wait, what? Like, you okay? What's going on? Yeah, I just wanted to call and tell you goodnight. So if you haven't, go search up that trend, and some of them are hilarious. So anyways, last week or week before, my son, who's a teenager, I told him like, dude, let's call grandpa. So we called my dad. This was like weeknight. It was probably I don't know, it was like 9:30, maybe 10 p.m. almost. So he calls my dad, and my innocent wife is sitting there recording this conversation, right? God, this soap, dude, it just blows up, but it's so slick. Squirrel, right? Totally distracted there. So he calls my dad, tells him, oh, hey, Grandpa, I'm doing okay. He's like, just call and tell you have a good night. And my dad instantly is like, where are you? Are you okay? Who are you with? Crew? That's my son's name. And he's like, who are you with? And my son was like, oh, I'm just at home, All right, Grandpa, well, I gotta go. And he hangs up. And my dad calls me like 2 seconds later and is like, hey, I just got a call. Where is he? And I'm like, I don't know where he's at. I'm out of town. I was sitting right next to him. And he's like, well, I'm calling him back. I gotta find out. Something weird's going on. And I'm like, okay, I'll try calling him too. So we hang up and he calls my son right back. And he says, hey, who are you with? Where's your mom and dad? And my boy's like, I don't really know. I'm just by myself. And you can tell my dad's like getting worried. Like, dude, are you okay? And me and my son, we couldn't hold it any longer. He was on speakerphone and we just busted up laughing, right? My dad, he just let loose. He's like, you stupid suckers. He's like, why did I fall for this? I've seen that stupid video. So if you guys want to play a fun little friendly prank on a buddy or a family member or something, just call him up one night and tell him, hey, just calling to tell you goodnight. Let's see how it goes. It was a pretty funny story. Yeah, we like to do lots of little pranks and stuff on each other. A few years ago, we were, this is a good one. We were camping. Well, we were at a cabin. We'd rented a cabin. And it was like all the distant relatives, like some of my cousins and my grandpa and grandma were there at the time. And we, all the guys, if I remember right, we were upstairs in the loft watching a NBA playoff game or something. And my grandma, she gets all upset about the horsing around. She's like, you guys calm down. Somebody's going to get hurt up there. I think we were wrestling around or something. Dude, blowing up. So we dressed up a dummy, shoved some pillows and blankets down like a pair of jeans, and I took my hoodie off and we filled the hoodie up with pillows and blankets so it looked like a human. And so we pretended to get really rowdy for a second, and and then off of the loft we chucked this dummy right down into the living room where they were all sitting on the couches and on the ground just chatting. And I mean, you would have thought my grandma saw a ghost, so we screamed bloody murder right when we chucked that dummy off of the railing up top. And oh man, it was a story for the ages, let me tell you. I'm sure everybody's got some funny family stories or pranks that they've done over the years. Yeah, if you guys haven't used, look at that. And I've got a lot of water in this because there was a lot of water sitting in my bowl already. So if you guys haven't tried the premium shave soap from Catie's Bubbles, jump on TRC's website, find a scent that you think looks good for you, and try it. Like, it is crazy slick. But the density, a lot of soaps that puff up like this, they get so airy. Not this one. It just stays dense. So you guys have got to try the premium shave soap if you haven't. it's dynamite. And I've only got a couple of them. So I've got to step up my game and get a couple more. There's quite a few that I want to try. If I remember right too, he even has on TRC's website, there's some of like the smaller 2-ounce ones that are only like, don't quote me, but are they like 12 bucks or are they even like $8 or something? That's like one of those add-ons you got to do to get the free shipping, right? Oh, this bison, man, I'm telling you guys, whew, so good. I've got a wizamet blade in there. Found the wizamets months and months ago from, I think it was actually from somebody chatting on a TRC YouTube video though. Maybe it was, who was it? I can't remember. Was it J-Mac? But they call the wizamets what, the people's blade or whatever. They're sharp, they're not too aggressive for me, and they're pretty dang smooth. So I like them in this combo with the razor, but it's fun to try out lots of different ones. When you guys are shaving, I have a question for you guys. Maybe respond in the comments. I'll check on TRC's website on the video for this, but when you guys shave, and if you're right or left-handed, just a couple little touch-up spots. Do you guys switch up in your hands? Do you go like, oh, if I'm on my other side, I gotta switch hands, or do you just keep it in one hand and like stretch across, or what? I usually find myself just staying in my dominant hand. Except for on the head shaves, I'll catch myself kind of switching it up like this, right? So I get some of those little touch-up angles. But it's really the only time on my face I feel like I just always stay with my dominant hand. I don't know, is that how I'm supposed to do it, or? Right, I guess whatever works, right? Whatever you're comfortable with and feel safe with and is comfortable. All right, she's good there. I'm just gonna rinse with the spray bottle so I don't turn on the faucet and make it all loud for y'all. So, guys, premium shave soap, Catie's Bubbles. Can't say enough. Like, jump on TRC's website, find one that's sounds good to you and try it out. And then also, don't forget, you gotta prank some family members. All right, we're gonna finish this off with a little sago balm up there. What'd I get? 4 or 5 pumps in there? Oh yeah. Smooth, baby. Yep, okay. All right, we'll check you guys later. Good talking with you. Shave on, everybody. We'll see you later.